Welcome to Let's Talk About Health, powered by Focus on Diabetes. Focus on Diabetes partners with accredited doctors to share education and new treatment options, world class healthcare organizations to introduce new technologies and free screenings for diabetic patients, their family, and the community. Now, let's talk about health.
Tonight, we want to welcome Brittany Sisk to Let's Talk About Health. Brittany is a wife, a mother of two, and a full-time daycare provider. During the week, on the weekends, she runs a meal prep business called Fit Foods. Founded and created in 2020, Fit Foods meals are low carb and keto friendly meals and desserts that make healthy eating exciting and enjoyable. She also enjoys working out, reading, and traveling. So, everybody, let's welcome Brittany to Let's Talk About Health today.
Hi, thank you.
All right. Well, Brittany, if you just want to, well, I pretty much just did your intro, but just kind of let us know how you kind of got into meal prepping and what kind of got you started.
So after I had my youngest son 8 years ago, I was trying to start my fitness journey. I was trying to lose the baby weight. I was trying to get in the gym. I was trying to just be healthy. So my sister had introduced me to a intense uh, workout program. So after starting that, I got results, but I started realizing that you have what you eat matters as well. So we were meal prepping. My sister, my aunt, I were all rotating. One person would take a week, do the meals. The next person to do the next week's meals, and we would rotate. And then I just truly started enjoying it. I love honestly cooking. Like it makes my heart happy to get in the kitchen and just play with some recipes. So it became a hobby of mine. And then shortly after that, I was having some feedback. I would post my meals on Facebook, social media, and people was like, "Well, hey, you want to sell the meals? You should sell them. Those look convenient. I'll buy some." So I was like, "Hey, maybe I should make this a gig." So I went for it in 2020, and it's coming up on 4 years now, and we still here. So
Okay, that's good. So, is the process as far as like getting started to do your own meal prep business? Is it how does it fit in with being a mom and having a full time job?
It's balance for sure, but I feel like nobody can pour from an empty cup. So at the end of the day, it may be selfish for you to take an hour for yourself, whether that be in the gym, whether that be just going for a walk, whatever that may be. It's necessary to fill your cup and make yourself healthy so you can be there for your family and get back to your your loved ones. So that's what I do. I do a 5 a.m. workout. I'm up at 3:50 in the morning. Monday through Friday, and it's dark. Nobody needs me. Everybody's asleep. So I'm able to go have my selfish hour and relieve my stress and make myself healthier every day at 5 a.m. So
You go to the gym at 5 a.m. in the morning?
do I catch a 5 a.m. class at Next Level Extreme Fitness? You want to come join me?
Man, I thought about it, but I like to sleep in a little bit. Um, so the process of doing the meal prepping, about usually how long does it take?
It really depends on how many orders I have. Typically, I will start prepping on Saturday night, whether it's like chopping up some veggies, and I start that usually Saturday evening, and then I'm up early Sunday morning, and then they pick up the meals between 5 and 7 on Sunday evening. So
So
yeah.
is it a meal, a snack, 2 meals a day and a snack, or 3 meals if they choose, or is it just kind of
Pick
however they?
meals you want. They are $13 a piece, or you could get five for 60. Um, I basically brought some options today to show you.
Okay,
Uh,
let's take a look.
this is one of my favorites. It is a chicken cauliflower fried rice. It has the protein. It has the broccoli, it got the scallions, carrots, the cauliflower. It has snow peas, peppers, onions. It's filled with flavor. And so it's going to fill you up, and it has all of the veggies included. And if you season it right, it's not really going to taste like cauliflower. And that's really one thing that Fit Foods focuses on is flavor. I like to eat. I can work out twice a day. I can work out a couple hours a day. But at the end of the day, like it's the hard part for me personally is eating healthier. And it's not all or nothing. So you can't expect to be 100% healthy. And that's not realistic. But if you're at your options, then that helps a lot. That makes it a little bit more user friendly.
When you first started, did you ever have to, or how hard was it to replace the unhealthy stuff? Because I know, like for me, I can work out all day long. I love to work out, but eating it's a little different because I like food on the go. I'm not a big veggie eater, and then I usually eat like certain vegetables, and it's always the same ones. So how can how can a person incorporate replacing that unhealthy stuff with the healthy foods? You still there, Brittany?
Hello. Okay, I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry, I lost you.
Oh, trying to asking about how we can incorporate.
No.
How did you do or replacing the unhealthy stuff in the dish
I can't
with
hear
more
at all.
healthy
I don't.
foods? Can you? I don't think.
Hmm.
Can you hear me? I'm not muted.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what happened? But now I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yes. I don't know what happened. Sorry.
Okay.
Technical.
Am I coming through okay now?
Yes. So I missed.
Okay. Um, sorry. I was just asking about how you replaced more healthy foods or incorporated more healthy foods in the beginning instead of, kind of getting off the unhealthy stuff.
So it's a step at a time. I think it really depends on the person. And it's really, for me, it's really about just trying different things. It was a lot of things I tried that was disgusting and I'm not going to eat. But then there was other things I tried that was a good substitute. So I also have desserts and treats. So these are some of my cookie bars that I have. All of my desserts are low carb. They have natural sugar. They have almond flour or coconut oil. They're all natural products. And so just kind of playing with recipes, tweaking recipes, trial and error, and figuring it out. It could start from one thing as simple as drinking a lot of water one day to, okay, I'm going to incorporate this vegetable into a meal to try to hide the taste of it. But seasonings really matter. You don't have to use a lot of salt. One of my favorite things to season my recipes with is fresh garlic. I love fresh garlic.
Like you gotta cut it up or mince it and throw it
Yeah,
in there. Oh wow, that's different. Okay.
but it's good. So, what else? Seasoning that doesn't really have salt in it, but there's different seasonings, mixed dashes, different things that you could use that you could play with. That's not going to be salty and not going to be harmful for you.
You ever use any herbs or different types of herbs?
Um, some like I've used like basil, oregano, things like that, like in pastas. Yeah.
Are there any other, or do you do any options for any vegetarian or maybe vegan? Well,
So,
not I don't know a lot of vegetarians.
so
A
Fit
couple.
specializes in low carb and keto friendly, but I do have a small customer base that is like pescatarians or vegetarians. So I do have a couple options like that. Also, I have a couple that have like the complex carbs on there or the whole grain carbs. So I don't follow keto really 100%. Like that's not realistic. So I don't agree in omitting anything fully. Um, I think you should have like a range, but I offer low carb meals because they're healthier options. And then if you want to do like a couple snacks on the side that have like, certain carbs in them, then that would be okay as well. That would be like ideal.
Okay, I agree. Because with the like low carb and keto, you don't completely take all carbs out, right? Or
No, not completely. You just, depending on what kind you do, you want to stay under a certain number for like 25 or 50, just depending on what your goals are.
okay. Any like gluten free type things or just
I haven't really started. I have recipes that are gluten free. Yeah, but not a whole lot. But
okay.
those are well.
So do you just kind of come up with different recipes throughout the week, or is it one week it's this, the next week it's this, or just kind of like a mix?
Yes. So every week is the menu would change for a couple different options. But what I like to do, like I like Chinese food, I like Mexican food, I like pizza. So what I'll try to do is like come up with a different alternative, like a substitute, a healthier option, healthier version of comfort foods. Like right now, it's wintertime. I want to eat. So I came up with like a low carb Salisbury steak and gravy with cauliflower rice, low carb chicken and dumplings. I had that.
Hmm.
So really, I just try to like come up with some of my favorite meals and do like a substitution. It's not going to taste like the 2,000 calorie meal that you used to eating, but my calories at the same time coming back convenient when you have them because instead of having the impulse buy because you hungry, you got the meals on deck in your fridge. You go warm it up, eat it, and it's there. You already paid for it.
Did we get stuck?
I think it did for a minute.
Okay, all right. I was like, my screen kind of circled a little bit. So do you think like if there's an option? Because like for me, I kind of like laid off of working out as much because I'm trying to get the eating part down.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say I'm a picky eater, but I am kind of because the majority of the vegetables that I do eat are I can eat broccoli and cauliflower, but not cauliflower rice. um, with like onions and peppers. But after eating it so much, kind of get tired of it. Are there any tips you can give us, or say with like your recipes, how we can maybe incorporate some other good healthy foods, veggies in
Um,
there?
it's really no veggie that I won't try to make uh, or just to play with in recipes. So I mean, if it's certain ones that you feel like you want to stick to, then you could do that and just make those different ways. You could look into because there's different ways you can make recipes if you want to just stick to certain things. But I would just say be open at the same
Okay.
because it's a lot of people that are like, nah, I don't eat that. I don't eat that stuff, and they'll never know if they would like it or how it's prepared because you automatically think you're not like it. So I would just say first, just really be open to trying new things. I mean, I have
Okay.
customers say, I don't eat salmon at all, but when you prepared it, I actually like it and I want to order it again. So I just say be open to trying new things. And if you just want to stick in your same little palette, that's fine too. And just
I'm trying to get out of it. I'm trying to get out of it. And with exercising, because you said you can go an hour, a couple hours a day. For somebody starting out that want to say, "Hey, Brittany, I want to try the meal prep. What information? How can you help me with the meal prepping, and then maybe kind of getting myself into a routine for working out too?"
for the meal prep, I'm your go-to. You look at my page. If it's something that you think you would like, you can order through my social media at any time. As far as the working out, I would say start small. You want to do a realistic goal, whether that's 15 minutes a day, starting off 10 minutes a day, just going for a walk, getting on the treadmill, and then just start, once that becomes easier, just start increasing your time, start challenging yourself a little bit more, maybe each week. But
Okay.
set realistic goals is definitely beneficial.
You ever fit any cheat days in there?
Yes, I like to eat, and you gotta. I'm not strict, super strict. I think like the 80/20 rule. If I can 80% of the time try to do my best, then yeah. I don't think you should completely omit anything. I don't think you should deprive you. If you want to eat a day, have an event going on or something you want to celebrate, I feel like if you're majority of the time eating healthier, then I think that that's realistic for you to eat and enjoy. And then tomorrow, get right back to it.
Okay. So, and again, how can everybody get a hold to you for those meals?
I am on Facebook under Fit Foods. I'm on Instagram under Fit Food Chef. You
Okay.
can inbox me on either social media and just follow my page for weekly updates and menus.
Okay. And then price wise, I think I remember you saying 13 or
Yeah,
60 for.
$13 each, or you can get 5 for 60. And then sometimes I'll run a special for a holiday or something, a special occasion. I'll run a 5 for 50 special.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. We got any questions out there somewhere? Anybody? Everybody? I can't really tell who's all on here, so
And either from my end.
I can't see on my side. And then, well, until we get some questions in here, do you prep mainly for yourself or the whole family, or?
I prep for the whole family. And then sometimes I even, depending on what it is, I'll prep for my daycare kids too. And it's
Ooh, how does that go? Because my son won't eat nothing.
some, depending on what it is, some of the stuff they say you should introduce a new food 7 times before you expect, at least before you expect food.
Man, well,
Wait,
I guess I didn't do a very good job with my, because we tried different stuff. Like, bro, he'll eat carrots, but they have to be raw carrots.
oh, good, good.
He'll eat some celery, but it has to be with like peanut butter or something like that. What other healthy snacks do you have? I mean, that you make?
I really just got desserts like the cookie bars,
Mhm.
banana bread, low carb banana bread.
Love banana bread.
It's so to me it tastes better than regular banana bread. You have to order a loaf. It's good.
I'm gonna have to try it. Is there frosting on there? I'm a big.
No frosting on there.
There's not a low carb frosting.
You can make one. You're right. I have to play with that one.
Okay. What's your family favorite food to go to for if it comes to dinner? When you guys all get together and everybody's being healthy and you're making dinner, what's the go-to meal?
Go-to meal: salmon.
Salmon? The kids like salmon too?
Kids like salmon too.
Oh wow.
And
I think I seen somebody with a question. Are your meals just lunch and dinner? I think that's what popped up down there.
typically, I've done a little bit of breakfast options, but majority lunch and dinner. Yeah.
Okay. What about fasting? You ever tried the fasting along with some of the healthy meals?
I tried fasting, but it wasn't for me. I don't really agree with fasting. I feel like if you want to eat, you should eat. And
Right.
I'm up at, like I said, a little before 4 too. So for me, it's not like realistic to push it off to noon. I have burnt my calories and I'm ready. My stomach is growling and I'm ready to eat early. So
Man.
realistic. I don't
Did it take a lot of time to get used to like that routine of being up that early? or is it just kind of like how it falls with being a mom and having to work full time?
It definitely did. I was not a morning person at all. I'm one of those people that I would never have thought I would be doing a 5 a.m. workout class. But once I got started and I got my routine and I noticed that my energy got better, and when I start seeing the results and when I start feeling so better, then yeah, it became easier to continue. And so for me, even when I try to sleep in, it don't work.
Ooh.
I, on the weekends, I can't. I'm not up at 4, but I can't really sleep in because my body is just used to that regimen.
Oh, that's good. So with the meals when you're making them, do they come in microwavable dishes? So you just can you freeze them, pop it out, throw it in the microwave, get
That's a
your meal, and keep it going?
really good question. So yes, they come in these hefty containers. They can go in the fridge for up to 7 days, or you can freeze them. Most of the time, most of my meals are able to be frozen as well. So yes, you could freeze them for weeks, a month as well.
Really?
So that
No, I might have to try it. So you ever put steak in there?
I got a Salisbury steak gravy option. I've done a steak salad. Yeah, I've done like some. Yeah, I got some steak options. You have to check out my menu.
I'm gonna have to, because then like, what about potatoes? Because I eat a lot of potatoes. See, my problem is the potatoes and the bread.
Yeah, no. So because we are low carb, no, we ain't really doing the potatoes or the bread. Like I said, I got the banana bread. That's a low carb. Potatoes are. I don't have any offer any potato as an option for fit foods. I have used radishes as a substitute, and you will be surprised. They taste
No, I don't think I really had like cooked radish or raw radish.
cooked. Cook them like you gonna do it, but like I've chopped them up and put them in like stews and stuff, and they really don't taste. The seasoning is the seasonings. They really
You ever
don't.
do any chili or some bean options?
I have done low carb chilies without the beans that just have like the meat and the veggies.
Man, that
Most
actually sounds good.
most of the things that you like pizza, I've done pizza bowls. Most of the things that we go to that we like, I try to offer an alternative because, like I said, I like to eat.
Okay, because I know some people, like I have a friend at work. She's getting ready for a trip, so she's doing a lot of salad and smoothies. Do you ever do any of those, or even like some juicing type stuff?
I've done salads. I got a lot of different salads on the menu. Big Mac salad is one of my uh, very popular ones.
How do you do that with no bread?
Be surprised. It's the flavor. It's the sauce.
Because I would be like, I feel like I need to crumble up some bread or something in there.
Salmon salad. That's good. Yeah. You just got to be open to trying it.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more about the Big Mac salad. I like the Big Mac. I wish it had a little bit more meat on it and not so much bread, but they are pretty tasty. I've never had one made in a salad though.
It's good. It's really good. It's basically the Big Mac without the bread on lettuce. It has the potatoes, the pickles, it has the onion, top of the lettuce, and then I make my special sauce, and you put that on top, and it's a banger.
Okay. Okay. Um, so I might have to actually check out the menu because I've been trying to get my friend there because I'm not a big cooker. I ain't gonna lie, and I don't really like to take a day and meal prep.
What
Um,
fit foods is that's what I'm here for. I love to cook, and you'll have the options right there in the fridge. That's your go-to. It's there. It's convenient. It's tasty. How
Because
you?
I mean, I have or I don't know if I'm gonna say a lot of like working parents when we work in 8 or 12 hour shifts, right? And like I work at the hospital, and then our lunch options are not very great. which kind of leads me and some other workers to kind of go out to
Mhm.
get food, and it's not necessarily the healthiest type of food that we actually go for when we go out to get food.
Yeah,
Do you ever do any like you know how Puncheros have those little rice bowls?
I have. I have a burrito bowl that I offer. It's really good. It has like sauteed onions and peppers, cheese. It has the cauliflower Spanish rice that's seasoned really well.
That's different.
Has sour cream on the side if you like that. Yep, I have that as one of my options. Yep.
What does she put on here? When ordering, can you add extra ingredients when ordering, such as more meat or more sauce?
Yes, you can. Yep, that's an option. You sure can.
Is that extra or
Depending on what it is, meat would be extra, sauce not so much.
okay?
Okay.
Um,
Pepper. You like peppers?
I love peppers.
Love peppers. Peppers is our signature dish. Stuffed peppers. Have you ever?
Any spicy, like you know how you can add a well, like you said you like Mexican food. And
Mhm.
I like a lot of Mexican food, mainly when it's kind of spicy and hot, because I add jalapenos to just about everything.
Oh, you
So
hot. I don't so much. I personally do like spicy, but I try to meet the needs of my clientele as a whole. And so to do that, it's kind of difficult to make things as spicy. So I try to have a happy medium where it got a good flavor, like it got some spice, but it's not like hot.
okay. You ever do any like sauces or anything like that on the side? You can say you can add this to your meal if you like, or not so much.
Much, nope, not so much. But I'm open for trying new things. I'm always open to expand my menu. I'm always trying to do something new. So I'm gonna have to
You
work.
test it out on anybody first before? I mean, you taste it, of course, but like your sisters or your family, be like, hey, we're gonna try this out before I put this out there.
Yeah, definitely. I have to get feedback before I. It has to meet the standards before I put it on a menu. That's facts.
Okay. So when ordering, how far in advance do you have to place an order? If somebody just send you a message and say, hey, I need 5 meals, is that like a week ahead of time, a few days ahead of time?
So I placed the menu up on Monday. So you have till Friday to put your order in. So you got all week to decide, look at the menu, figure it out. So by Friday is the deadline. By 5 o'clock, that's when I get my groceries. And then Sunday is the pickup.
Okay. So how do you do? Hey, you pick it up, you can do Cash App, Venmo, or is there specific that you prefer when after you place your order?
You can do Messenger Pay, Cash App, Venmo, or you can drop your payment off in cash. As long as it's paid Friday by 5, any of those options are fine.
Okay. So you saying like my menu, it's Monday. Go look online and see what you can pick from and make sure you have your order in by Friday and pick it up on Sunday.
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
Much.
All right. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I keep dinging. How many meal options are there a week? Because I know you said you can do 5
You,
or
so the special you can do 5 for 60, but I usually do 2 to 3 options per week.
okay. So can they do less if they chose to, or
Order one. It's just if you order 5, you get a better deal. That's the special, but you can order as many meals if you want. Some people order. I have families that order 10. Some of them are like nurses at the hospitals or teachers, or some of them order them as families in bulk. So I've had people that order 10 meals also. So you can order one, whatever you want.
can it get overwhelming a little bit if a family, hey, I want 10 meals, and then somebody else, hey, I need 5. Now I need 10 more. Or is it just kind of depends on when that order comes in on by Friday?
It depends on as a whole. So if I have like over 100 orders, which sometimes happens, then yep, I need all my hands on deck to help to get me. But
How many hands you got?
my husband helps, and then I have another assistant that helps me. So,
Okay, that's not bad. What did she say? Are your meals made with wood?
are your where are you located for meal pickup? So I do it all home based. So once the order is placed, I'll inbox you my address, and then you come pick it up from my home.
Okay. Well, that's nice. You just knock, ring, and say, "Hey, I'm here to pick up my order."
So typically, I be outside. I have meals in the garage on the table, and I be outside handing them out. But
Well, I was going to say it's kind of cold outside right now.
I'm at the front door. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I know you know how they do. They got the different sites on Facebook, like people pretty much like selling just about anything. Like some people like, hey, you can pay me, put it in this envelope, pick up your order out of this little tote, and you can keep on going. So
That's true. No, I like to see my customers in person and pick them personally.
oh, that's nice. Okay. I know I saw one question, but it kind of disappeared pretty quick.
Are your meals made microwave ready or just ingredients put in bag and you make the meal? So they're made to order and microwave ready. So when you pick up, you can put them in the refrigerator, and then you take them out when you're ready to eat, pop it in the microwave for about 2 minutes with the lid off, and it should be ready to eat.
Okay.
Super convenient.
Very, very convenient. It's better than the plastic you got to cut open.
Yeah.
Or I eat a lot of noodles at
It
work.
takes
So I'm actually working on. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Is there any more questions?
I want to add to, I have for my pasta dishes, I don't know if I said I use brown pasta, whole wheat pasta, and then brown rice also. So I have those options for those healthier carbs. And honestly, it ain't really it's not a big difference with the whole wheat.
Wheat pasta though?
It's not. Brown rice is a little different, but I told you.
You know what? My mom used to make a lot of brown rice. My son loved it, but it has to be made just right for him. So we ate a lot of brown rice, but I've never had the wheat pasta though.
The wheat pasta, you probably wouldn't even tell the difference if you didn't.
Okay. You ever try any like, they do a lot of some people they do the zucchini noodles?
Yes. Yep. I have substituted. I've made like a lasagna with a substituted zucchini noodle.
Oh,
And
that's different.
yes,
I would actually might have to try that.
the
So,
texture is a little different to get used to about how
mhm.
in each meal. So they range between like 500 and 600 calories. I try to have a decent amount of protein in there as well. But yeah, between 5 and 600 roughly.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So like portion size, because they are fit meals and they're pretty healthy. So if I say, hey, I'm gonna eat this one, I think I want a little bit more. Can I add to it? And maybe if I balance between me adding to it and actually doing a workout.
Yeah, I mean, they're coming like a certain size so they can be in the calorie intake. But I mean, if you order two, you can eat one and a half. I mean, that's your business.
Telling you, I be smashing. That's my problem.
It's
Problem.
okay.
And it's not all necessarily that healthy. So I want to say, is there any other questions before we thank Brittany for coming? Just make sure everybody check her out. Her menu's up on Monday. Get your orders in by Friday. I'm definitely gonna try it. Facebook or Instagram. You said message you in Messenger. Different options to pay. So anybody, any questions? Is everybody good? Can I get thumbs up? We good? Okay. Well, Brittany, again, thank you for coming and giving us that info. So we definitely gonna have to check you out, see if I can get myself healthier and shove some food down my son's throat too. So
First, I'll be
thank you.
from you. Thank you.
All right. Are we done?